everyone, welcome to Yarnoculus. Today we're gonna complete the diamond textured bag that we started last time. In case you missed that video, I'll link it up here as well as mention it in the description below so you can check it out. And in that video, we discussed the materials needed for this bag, we made the base of the bag, and I also showed you how to make the diamond textured rose. In this video, I'll show you how to end your textured rose and how to make the handle for this cute little bag. So without wasting any more time, let's get to work and complete this cute little bag. Let's go. Alright, so I've done a few more rows in the bag and this is how big I want it. So I'm gonna stop here. I'm done doing the last white colored row and I'm just gonna join to the first single crochet with a slip stitch. And for my bag, I'm gonna do all of the rows from here as well as the handle with the green color. You can do it with the white color as well, depends upon your preference. So I'm gonna join the green colored yarn here and then continue with the green colored yarn. So with the green color, I'm gonna do 2 rows of single crochet in every stitch, just plain single crochet rows. I'm gonna do 2 of those rows and then we'll see how to do the handle. So let me finish this real quick and I'll show you the handle of this cute little bag. Once I'm done with a few stitches with the green color, I'm gonna snip off the white colored yarn because I no longer need the white color. All rows after this row are gonna be done with the green color. So let me do the single crochet rows, 2 rows of single crochet, and I'll show you what we need to do for the handle. At the end of the first row, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. Okay, you might want to put a stitch marker here just in case to remember that this is where you started from. If not, you know that the last front post that you did was the last stitch of this side and that's where you started your next row from. So I'm gonna do 1 more row of single crochet and then the handle. Okay, that was the last single crochet of my second row of single crochet. So I'm just gonna join to the first single crochet with the slip stitch. So you can see that the 2 rows of single crochet give my rim a very nice finished look, and that was the objective of doing this 2 rows of single crochet. Let's go on to the handle. For the handle, start with 6 single crochets. Okay, it has to be uniform on both sides, so your handle looks like it's in the center. So I just like to mark the stitch that I need to attach to before I do my string. Okay, so from here approximately you can just eyeball this. You don't need to count each and every stitch, but the stitch out here seems to be the center of my corner, and I have to count 3 stitches from here, which is 1, 2, 3. So this is the stitch that I need to attach my string to. Okay, so just mark it with a stitch marker, so you know where you got to attach it. So now you can do the string for your handle. Okay, for the string I'm gonna do 40 chain stitches. So this is as per your preference. You might want the handle to be smaller, or you might want the handle to be longer. I feel like 40 stitches for the length of my bag is proportional enough to make it look good, so I'm gonna do 40 chain stitches. And keep your tension a little loose when you're doing these stitches. I'll tell you why when we do the next row. And 40. Okay, and I'm gonna join into the stitch that I had marked, which was approximately 3 or 4 stitches from the center stitch. Just join in with a single crochet and do 6 single crochets next. So that's gonna cover 3 single crochets on this side and 3 single crochets on this side. So let's do 6 single crochets. Okay, so on this side it's easier because you just got to join into the first single crochet that you did. So either you can put a stitch marker when you start this row, or the other easier way is you just count 6 stitches backwards. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So you know that this stitch here is the one that you started the row from, and this is also wherein you got to attach the string of this side. Okay, so let's do 40 chains first, keeping the tension loose. Forty chains done. Join to the first single crochet of this row with a single crochet, and after this it just gets easier. Now you would notice that your strings are symmetrical and both of them have 6 single crochets between each other. Okay, so that gives your bag a very symmetrical, nice and clean look. For the next row of the handle, we're going to do 5 single crochets in the next 5 stitches. Remember, the first single crochet was the one that you joined the handle to. So there should be a total of 6 single crochets between the handles. So we are done with 1. Let's do 5 more. Five and 6. Now for the handle, I'm gonna show you something different and more beautiful. If you remember my swirl bag, we did the chain stitches and then we did the single crochets around the chains to give you this look, which I pretty much like, but I found a better way to make this cleaner and easier. Okay, so let's look at that now. By the way, quick segue, if you haven't checked out the swirl bag, I'll link it up here. Check it out and let me know whether you still like the swirl bag or you like the diamond pattern better. I will be waiting for your comments. Okay, keeping that aside, let's finish off this bag first. Now what we need to do for this one is, this is your chain. Okay, let me get you a close up. This is your chain. I'm just gonna twist it up to expose the back side, and instead of doing a single crochet through this, like this would be a regular single crochet to go through the V, I'm gonna go through the bumps and the back. Okay, so here, if you can see this, let me get you a close up. So twist your chain such that you expose the back stitches, and I'm gonna put in my single crochets in these loops. So there would be a hump in the back of every stitch. Here you see that. For this one it's this one, for this stitch it's this, and so on. So I'm gonna put in my single crochets out here instead of putting it into the V here. Okay, and that's gonna give my chain a clean look on the bottom side as well. So insert your hook through the hump, pull up a loop, do a single crochet. This might be slightly difficult than the single crochet, but trust me guys, this is much more cleaner and looks much better than putting it through the V, and you're gonna love the results. So just keep doing this till you reach the end of the chain. And this is the reason I asked you to keep the chains a little loose. That's because it's easier to get into the hump if your chains are loose. If you keep it too tight, it becomes really difficult to get your hook into the humps. Also, you can cheat a little here. Don't sweat if you miss a stitch or two. It's not gonna make a huge difference to the look of your bag. But I would say, as far as possible, try to make 40 single crochets across the chain. So let me do that real quick. Once you're done with the last single crochet on the chains, you need to do 6 single crochets on the side of your bag. Six, and repeat the same process for this handle as well, and that is twist your chain so you expose the back stitches and do a single crochet in the back hump. So let's do that real quick. So once you're done with the last single crochet on the back hump, join to the first stitch here on the side with a slip stitch, and that finishes the second row of the handles. So now you can see that because you made the single crochets in the back hump, your edges are cleaner on both down as well as the top, and that is the difference you will find between doing a simple single crochet and doing the single crochet in the back hump. Okay, so that is pretty much all the instructions that you would need for this bag, but I like to make the handles a little thicker, so I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 more rows of single crochet in every stitch, just a plain old single crochet. You can make the handles as thick as you want. I like the look of single crochet, so I'm gonna do a single crochet in every stitch, but you can also do a half double crochet. You can also do like 2 rows of half double crochet and 1 row of single crochet, or 3 rows of half double crochet, or however you prefer it to be. So I'm gonna do 2 more rows of single crochet here, and let me show you quickly how my finished object looks like. So I'll just be back in a minute. Alright guys, there it is. My handle is all done, and it was a total of 4 rows that I did for the handle, and that is the perfect thickness that I was aiming for, and that's what I'm gonna leave you at. The last thing that you would do for this project is, after snipping off the yarn, you would just need to weave in the ends, and that's it. Your cute little bag is all set and you are ready to gift in style. Hope you've liked this video, and I hope I have inspired you enough to try out this project. And I am so excited to hear about your plans of how you intend to use these bags. So don't forget to comment below and let me know your plans. And I would also love to hear any feedback that you might have for my work. Also, what else would you like to see on my channel? Right now, you know that I'm obsessed with bags, so I'm gonna show you the pattern for all of these bags one by one. The honeycomb pattern is what's coming up next, and then we're gonna do the shell pattern, and there are some more beautiful patterns which I am yet to make the samples for. So I'm gonna get busy doing that while you make sure to subscribe to my channel Yarnoculus, and we will keep meeting very often. So until next time, which is gonna be very soon, take care, stay safe, and happy crocheting.